everyone, good morning. This is Miss Neha here, and today we are going to start a new lesson, lesson 4, measure and draw angles. Page numbers are 789 till 792, and homework pages are 793 till 794. And today the date is 15th of April 2020. So what are we going to learn in this lesson is, we are going to learn that there is a tool that is designed for measuring angles. A tool designed for measuring angles. Now, in your previous lessons, you have learned what are angles, which angles are acute, obtuse, right angle, straight angles. Now, how will you measure all these angles? You will use a protractor. So let's watch a video for better understanding, and then I will explain you in detail about this lesson.
How do you use a protractor? Let's find out. Angles are usually measured in units called degrees. The degree symbol indicates degrees. A protractor is a tool that is used to measure and draw angles. A partially folded crane is shown. How do you measure angle PQR? Let's find out. What are the rays that form angle PQR?
Select your answer.
Can you tell me what are the rays over here that forms angle PQR? QP or QR? Excellent.
The rays that form angle PQR are ray QP and ray QR. The vertex of an angle is the common endpoint of the rays that form the angle. What is the vertex of angle PQR? The vertex of angle PQR is Q. When you name an angle with 3 letters, the letter in the middle is always the name of the vertex. Another name for angle PQR is angle RQP. Where should you place the protractor's center to measure angle PQR? To measure angle PQR, place the protractor's center on the angle's vertex, Q. Place one side of the bottom edge on one side of the angle. What do you notice about the protractor where the other side of the angle crosses? There are 2 angle measures where the other side of the angle crosses the protractor. There is a larger and a smaller number. If the angle is acute, use the lesser number. If the angle is obtuse, use the greater number. What type of angle is angle PQR?
Can you tell me?
Angle PQR is an acute angle. What is the measure of angle PQR?
Select your answer.
Now, it's 45 degree and 135 degree. 45 degree.
The measure of angle PQR is 45 degrees. There are 2 scales on the protractor. What is another reason you read the measure of angle PQR as 45 degrees instead of 135 degrees? Another reason you read the measure of angle PQR as 45 degrees instead of 135 degrees is that you use the scale that begins with the 0 degrees mark from the side you place the bottom edge of the protractor. To draw an angle that measures 130 degrees, begin by drawing a ray. Label the end point T. Place the protractor so that the middle of the bottom edge is over the end point of the ray. Place a point at 130 degrees. Then draw ray TW. Where will you place the next point? Place the next point at the 0 degree mark. Label it U and draw ray TU. The measure of angle WTU is 130 degrees. Now you know how to measure and draw angles.
Now let me explain you in detail about this lesson. Now we know that a protractor is half a circle. A protractor is half a circle and has marks 0 degree to 180 degree, since half of 360 degree is 180 degree. Now you see, it's half of a circle. A protractor is a half of a circle. We know that a complete circle is about 360 degree. So when you make it half, it is 180 degree. A protractor is used to measure the degrees of an angle or draw an angle. If you want to draw any angle, like you can see here, if you want to draw any angle, you can use a protractor. And if you want to measure a given angle, you can also use a protractor. Now, there are two things in the protractor. There are two scales around the curve of the protractor, the outside and the inside curve. Now, as you can see here in the protractor, you see this blue colors, and you see the scale, the numbers with the red color and the number with the blue color. Now, the outside scale is used to measure angles facing left. Now, if you have any angle which is facing left towards the left, you are going to use the upper scale. This will help you, girls. This will be very easy for you to measure angle. If your angle is facing towards the left side, or it's opening towards the left, you will use the upper scale. And the inside scale is used to measure the angle facing right. If your angle is facing towards the right side, if it's open at the right side, you will use the inner scale. Do you understand this? Again, the upper scale is used to measure the angles facing left side. And the inner scale is used to measure angles facing the right side. We know that 90 degree is a right angle. The angles which are less than 90 degree are all acute angles. And we also know the angles which are greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree, they are obtuse angle. And 180 degree is a straight angle. Now, as you can see here, there's a protractor. Now, the 0 degree on the left for the left facing angles. If your angles are facing on the left, you're going to use the 0 degree for the left facing angles. Now, the right over here, you see the 0 degree on the right are for the right facing angles. As you can see here, if the angle is facing towards the left, you are going to use the 0 degree on the bottom of this. Let me do it again. Okay. And if your angle is facing towards the right side, you're going to use the 0 degree from here. Now, the middle hole, you see, as you can see here, a hole in the center point, is to measure, is to line up with the vertex of the angle. Now, if you have a vertex in an angle, you will place it here in the middle. I will explain you. Now, angle faces right, use the inside scale. To measure an angle we line up the center point of the protractor with the vertex of the angle and KL with 0 degree. Now, as you can see here, there's an angle here. Now, I want to measure the angle. So, first, we will put the protractor with the vertex of the angle. Now, which is the vertex of the angle? As you can see here, the K is the vertex of the angle, and KL and KJ, the other rays. K is the vertex. So, if I place my protractor here, always place the protractor on the vertex. Okay, so you have that hole on the protractor, or you have this middle point. It should always be on the vertex. And then you can measure the angle. As you can see here, this angle is opening towards the right. So we know the angles which are opening towards the right side are always, if it's less than 90 degrees, they are acute angle, right? So what's the measurement of this angle? Angle JKL equals 50 degrees. It's an acute angle. It's an acute angle as it is less than 90 degrees, right? You can see here, we have learned this, right? That all the angles which are less than 90 degrees are acute angle, and 50 degrees is an acute angle. Now, angle faces left, use the outside scale. Okay? Now, here as you can see, this angle ABC. Now, you have to remember something here. The vertex is always the middle letter. Now, there's an angle ABC. ABC, B, the middle letter will be always the vertex. Okay? Now, if I want to measure this angle, I will place my protractor on the vertex. I know over here that B is the vertex. So, if I take the measurement, what's the measurement? It's about 125 degrees. So, angle ABC equals 125 degrees. And it's an obtuse angle, right? Because it's facing the angle. The angles face left, use the outside scale. Now, we can use a protractor to draw an angle of a given measure. Of a given measure. As you can see here, draw angle XYZ with a measure of 27 degrees. Think we can draw an angle facing right or left. Now we know in angle XYZ, Y is the vertex. So first we will begin by drawing a ray. Okay, so here you can write Y is the vertex. So this is where you will place your protractor. Now when you place your protractor, you can see here the line that connects to the vertex XY. What's the measurement? Can you tell me, girls, what's the measurement over here? This is 27 degrees, right? Because the angle is opening towards the right side. So it's an acute angle. So this is how you draw an angle with a measure of 27 degrees. Now let's begin with our book, page number 789. Find the measure of angle ABC. Solve this problem any way you choose. Now we have learned how to use a protractor to measure an angle, right? Now, there's an angle here, angle ABC. we know that B is the vertex. So now we have learned that if the angles are facing towards the right, we will use the inner scale. If the angles are facing towards the left, we are going to use the upper scale. So here we will use the inner scale. Now, can you tell me what's the measure of this angle? So we are going to take the inner scale. So it's 50 degree, right? So you can write here angle ABC equals 50 degree. Okay? Now next, use the protractor to draw an angle that measures 110 degree. So first we will start by drawing a ray. Okay? Here is a line that starts from 0 degree. And then we will take our measurement 110. We know that 110 is an obtuse angle because it is greater than 90 degree. So it should come somewhere between here, right? Greater than 90 degree. So my 110 degree is here. This is 110 degree. Okay? Let's move to our next page. Now, how do you know the measure of angle UTS is 60 degree, not 120 degree? So here we know that, you see, angle UTS is 60 degree. Angle UTS is 60 degree and not 120 degree. How do you know? We know angle UTS is 60 degree. It's in acute angle. It's an acute angle, and it is because it is less than 90 degree. And we also learned that if the angles are facing towards the right, we will use the inner scale, not the outer scale. The next page, guided practice. Question number 1. What is the angle measurement of a straight line? Now we have learned a straight line is always a measurement of 180 degree. Next, question number 2. What are the vertex and the rays of angle ABC? We have learned that when you have 3 letters, ABC, the middle letter is always the vertex. So you can write here, B is the vertex. And what are the rays over here? The rays of angle ABC are AB and BC. They are the rays. Now, question number 3, use a protractor to measure each angle. So we will place a protractor there and then we will find the measurement. Now this is about 35 degree. In this one, question number 4 is about, you can see the measurement here, and it's about 160 degree. Now in both this question, we learned that if the angle is opening on the right side, we use the inner scale. But if the angle is, again, on both the side, if the angle is opening on the left side, we will use the outer scale. In both the side, we are using the inner scale because you see, both the angles are opening towards the right. Now, question number 5 and 6, we will draw an angle using a protractor. So you will start by making a line, and then you'll place your protractor. You know the center is always the vertex. And then you will find 110 degree and draw a straight line. So this is 110 degree. So the same thing for 50 degree. Draw a ray, a straight line. Place your protractor and find the 50 degree. We know that 50 degree is an acute angle because it's less than 90 degree. So this is how you draw angles using protractor. Now let's move to bottom, independent practice. Here, measure each angle, tell if each angle is acute, right, or obtuse. So I will help you solve first two questions, and the other questions I want you to do it by yourself. So question number 7, first we'll place a protractor and then we will measure. Now this is about 125 degree and it's an obtuse angle. Question number 8, again you will place your protractor and then you'll find your measurement. It's 10 degree. And 10 degree is an acute angle. Got it how to do it? Now I want you to do question number 9 till 14 by yourself. Now on the bottom here, question number 15, 16, 17, and 18, you know now how to use a protractor to draw an angle to measure for each measure. So you will draw a line, place your protractor on the vertex, and then mark what is 140 degree, and then you can connect the line, and then you will get your answer. Okay, so now here, question number 19. Measure all angles created by intersection of Main Street and Pleasant Street. Explain how you measured. So here you see there are two streets that are intersecting. You will take your protractor and measure each street. When you will measure it, your measurement will be 45 degree and 135. So you have 45, 135, 45, and 135. So I placed my protractor along each street. The acute angle was lesser number and the obtuse angle was greater number measured by a protractor. Okay, now question number 20. Use a protractor to find the measure of the angle, then use one of the angles ray to draw a right angle. Find the measurement, the angle that is not a right angle. So first we will measure this angle, and then we know that a right angle is about 90 degree. So 140 degree minus 90 degree equals 50 degree. We need to find an angle. We need to find the measure of the angle that is not a right angle. So when we first measured, it was the green angle is about 140 degree, and then there's a right angle which is 90 degree. So we need to find from here till here the angle which is not a right angle. Now question number 21. Gail and 3 friends share half a pie. Each piece of pie is same size. Gail believes each piece of pie has an angle measure of 25. Is Gail correct? Explain. Now Gail and 3 friends share half a pie. So here there is a pie, okay, and here they are sharing. There are 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So each is about 25 degree. So no, half a pie measures 180 degree. So if they divide into 4, 180 divided by 4 equals 45 degree. It's not 25 degree. So because half, we learned that the half is about 180 degree. So if you have 45 degree here, 45 here, 45 here, and 45 here, it will give you 180 degree. Now, question number 22, I will read for you. I want you to solve these questions by yourself. Janet made 5 3-point shots in her first game and 3 in her second game. She also made 2-point shots in each game. How many total points did Janet score in 2 games? Find out the answer for this one. Question number 23. Maya designed 2 intersecting roads. She drew the road, so one of the angle at the intersection was 35. What are the 3 other angle measurements formed by the intersection? So this is just the first question we did. You have to draw 4 angles in which one is 35 degree. And then you have to find the remaining 3 angles, and then you will find your answer here. Question number 24. Roberto walks from school to the corner store, then he walks diagonally across the square park to go home. Which is the measure of the angle formed by Roberto's path and the edge of the park? Now, as you can see here, this is a square. We know that there is a right angle here, right? So when the right angle is divided into half, a 90 degrees divided into half, what will be your answer? 30, 45, 60, or 90? I hope you understand this lesson. Thank you very much. Stay safe and stay clean.